Ahoj u závěrečné trilogie putování po Walesu. Co znamená speleologie nebo český jeskyňářství, jsme se vydali zjistit do Brecon National Park, kde sídlí South Wales Caving Club.
What does it mean for you?
It's the chance to go where no one's ever been before, which in caving's about the only thing you can ever do that, to be honest. There's places up here, you'd move a rock out the way potentially and you'll find a whole passage where no one's ever been before.
Speleologie je název pro vědeckou, ale i zájmovou a sportovní činnost. No a jaké to tam asi je?
And it doesn't have to be the small, tight, cold, wet stuff. It can be, you can go to China and walk through a passage that's 100 meters high and 100 meters wide, and you can't see the nearest wall. And it's like being on another planet.
V jižním Walesu je nejhlubší jeskyně Velké Británie s 308 metry a hned druhý nejdelší jeskyní systém, který má přes 151 kilometrů. Wow. Takže pro srovnání, v Česku nejdelší systém měří 35 kilometrů a nejhlouběji do 442 metrů se dostala sonda, ale ani ta nedosáhla na dno a tak odborníci se domnívají, že hloubka může být až do kilometru. Hodně štěstí s potápěním. Teď ale zpátky do Walesu, kde se nám bude věnovat samotný prezident klubu.
I find cave photography far more challenging and far more satisfying than any other aspect of photography. I think it's because you have subjects that are very different from what you see normally. They can be in challenging locations to reach, and what some people may consider to be a difficulty, it's in total darkness. But for me, that's a big advantage because it means that you can have light more or less as you want it. I tend to study a scene before I go down and take pictures with it. So when I'm caving normally, and I do quite a bit of it, I cave without a camera sometimes and just look around, just look at shots, and I look then, how might I like that? And then knowing what I want to do, I'll go back with the camera and I'll decide to spend some time there to get absolutely as I want it. And so for a picture like that, I'll spend perhaps between an hour and 3 hours down there getting it absolutely right. And then of course you come back and you sit there with Photoshop for a while to make sure that the print comes out exactly as you want it.
Every caver is de facto part of the rescue team and could be called upon, but there are a number of individuals who make up the dedicated cave rescue organisation. Okay, we have an area which stretches the whole of South Wales and up into Mid Wales, so we cover the mines of Mid Wales as well as the caves down in the south.
A v loňském roce vyjížděli 11krát, z toho 8krát pro lidi. Většina klubů jako tenhle má své vlastní prostory, kde pokud jste členem, přespíte za pár liber na noc. A pokud se ptáte, jak začít, tak dávejte pozor.
The first thing to do is to join a caving club, really. Yeah. We, for example, and I'm sure other clubs as well, in the area that they are, as I say, there are caving clubs in Mendip, in Yorkshire, in Derbyshire, all over, as well as university clubs. The first thing to do is to join a club, and we have there we are. We have a rate. We can join as a provisional member. It only costs you £10, I think, for a year. You come along and you just try caving, and we can lend you some kit. So you have your helmet, your light, boots, whatever. And basically the whole weekends are set up for provisional members, for new people to try caving. And if they like it, if they like the atmosphere, if they like what they see, then they can convert their provisional membership into full membership.
Even when you are in the tiny little mucky hole, once you're comfortable in the environment, that's not horrible. That's actually very nice. If you're in a nice little muddy puddle, and your body's warmed the mud up, it's like being in a nice warm sleeping bag. And if you can be waiting for someone to catch up, and you just find a nice little corner and you just sit down and put your head on a rock and have a sleep and think about things, and you're at peace in the world, and you don't have the thoughts of what's going on outside. You're completely isolated. Your phone doesn't work,